I think I'm gonna retreat back and stay defensive because I would like to remain with whatever life I have. Retreat further and stay defensive. Retreat back, keeping your blade out in front of you. The monster advances. The eyes of the priestess open to reveal white nothingness. Her mouth opens screaming. Beg for oblivion and be denied, she hisses. Tentacle shooting forth from the monster, grasping for your throat. You slash it in half. The beast growls, making the floor shake. Interesting. It's got a huge base going on. This thing must be fun at parties. Life decreases 3. Great. I need more life. Another tentacle whips out. I might get the better of trousers. This goes shit. Another tentacle whips out. This time, not an attempt to grapple. Just a whip snap. It strikes home, slamming against the side of your body and sending you sprawling. Now you're held tight around your torso. You're smashed against the stone. Okay. Let's go back and increase our life again. I went into -2, right? So I decreased 3 life. So I need 3 more life. There we go. Retreat back. Yep, 3 life decreases. You all read that. A sword flares even brighter and guides itself into the flesh that now holds you. Your blade slices deep and the tentacle retreat. Mustering your strength, you leap to your feet and charge. The monster shrinks back, and with a mighty overhead chop, cleave the face of the monster, sinking the flaming sword deep. The monster convulses and slithers away with amazing speed. It is amazing that that thing was able to make it out of the Duke's castle all the way from the center area all the way out here where we are, in the middle ring, without anybody noticing. Considering it was not even near water, it was out in the in the hall or whatever. So I don't know how that works, but okay. Where were we? Sinking the flaming sword deep. The monster convulses and slithers away with amazing speed. You press in and slash it again as it retreats, bringing forth a bout of black and stinking bile that splatters on the stone floor. The beast splashes down into the underground river, sending up a spout of ink-infused water. You back away, afraid one of those tentacles might wrap around you and pull you down with it. Soon all is silent except for the water lapping against the wall from the violent splashes. The flames bathing your blade are gradually diminishing. That seems like a good sign that at least your sword thinks the danger is past. I wonder how much of a mana pool the fucking gods have, considering they are the one transferring all this mana to all their followers across the goddamn globe, across I don't know how many worlds. So probably it's they have a huge mana pool. I don't even know how we killed Nerul. I think Nerul wasn't actually Nerul was a god, but Nerul was a very I don't know, some sort of stable god. She wasn't super OP. She wasn't one of the big gods like Aletheia and all that. But she was a lower level god, on the level of a demon prince and all that. I don't think she was on the level of Galmagus, I'm guessing. Nothing too fucking OP. Nothing like Jesus, because I do believe Jesus is actually a canonical god in this world. One of the top dogs. Not the topmost. There are some that are stronger than Jesus in this world, I believe. But yeah, he's up there. Anyway, where are we? That seems like a good sign. At least your sword thinks the danger is past. Thank you, Demon's Bane, you say to the sword, vaguely afraid it might take offense at you presuming to name it. The sword says nothing. You suppose that's what happens to those who serve Thog, you whisper? Become a monster like that? What a terrible fate. Again, the sword says nothing. You miss Egra. Your flaming sword continues to fade, fearing that you will soon be in the dark. Again, take the opportunity to look around. The bricks that make up the wall are ancient, as evidenced by the old etching that are nearly faded beyond detection. There is only underwater river and a hallway going away from it. You jog down the hall as the flames of your sword are gone, replaced with only a white glow. More light, please, you say. It doesn't seem to be listening because the glow is weakening. Ahead you spot the reflection of metal and the glint of something. Gold. You know the color anywhere. By the way, shouldn't I be putting my clothes back on? Did I put my clothes back on? Am I just running around naked with underwear and a sword in my hands? Because that's pretty dope. You know the color anywhere. You sprint ahead and are soon standing over a pile of treasure. Most of it is copper coins. There's a good amount of silver and a respectable pile of gold. There are weapons, swords of various sizes, daggers, a crossbow, but no bolts that you see, and at least 2 maces. It's probably not a good idea to get my hands on these. Grab a dagger from the pile. It has a gold inlaid handle and a blade made of intricately folded steel. You're going to be keeping this. There is a shirt of rusty chainmail and a rusty helmet that could belong to a knight. Drag the chainmail aside to reveal a nice pile of jewelry. Rings, a few necklaces, even some loose gems. But what catches your eye among the jewelry is an amulet of holy symbol of Aletheia. A girl, Egra, was also residing within an amulet of Aletheia, so it could be. Could it be? You whisper, moving the point of your glowing sword close to the amulet. It looks a great deal like the one Egra possesses. I knew you would not abandon me. Now with Egra, you will be safe. I don't think it's Egra, I feel like. Now with Egra, you will be safe from Thog, possessed little girls, and demons. Who is better at deception and hiding than Egra? Excitedly, you snatch the amulet from the ground. With your free hand, put it on. Nothing. Egra, it is I, your champion, you think. The metal chain is cool against your neck, but you feel nothing else. I guess it's just random piece of Alathian jewel or whatever. Egra, you say out loud. I know you guided me here using your mysterious ways. Who is Egra? Comes a woman's voice. You look over, see a beautiful naked woman approaching. Water cascading down her pale skin, leaving puddles where she walks. Her face is familiar. Rekka? You say, recognizing the woman in the portal chamber with Darren. He smiles. Yes, it is. She says, Neverta said you slew Argos, and I wanted to thank you personally. Looks like her, yet is it her? You wonder. The priestess of Thog, succubi, and seemingly everyone else in this accursed city seems to be able to take on the visage of another. Hey, visage. You keep your sword out in front. The weapon does not seem interested in her. Okay. As it was with the demons and the Thog monster. Thanks the god for that much. She stops a few paces from you, looks over you, her eyes resting on the amulet around your neck. I see that you have already made yourself at home. About this, well, I was just sitting here, you stammer. If it had been behind a locked door or something, I wouldn't have. You're not sure if you're falling over your words due to her catching you, helping yourself to this treasure, or if it's because there's a beautiful naked woman with water cascading down her body standing in front of you. Those are items that once belonged to the realm, she says. Even belonged to some of us before the river remade us. You say, feeling blood rushing to your face. You look a bit neglected. Usually such treasure is better guarded. Certainly not just piled up in a hall. Nothing comes down here but us, she says, and now you. And now Thog's monster, you think. Consider asking about the monster you just encountered. However, it might be smarter to not tell this creature that you are attracting monsters to her haven. Did you find your friend, the captive, you ask? She smiles. Yes. And thanks, Morisai, it was not too late. Argos locked him in a dry cell to die slowly. I see. The last of the glow of your sword is gone, and you are again in darkness. I'm glad for that, you say into the dark. I mean, that you found him in time, not that he was locked in a dry cell and suffered. You want to ask why a nice, beautiful lady, beautiful water creature like her works with House Ruder here, but decide that can wait until you're no longer at her mercy. No point in reminding her of who her loyalty is supposed to be with. So I'd rather not impose on you further. However, you could give me a ride out of here, back where there is sky above me, if we can call us even. And please do not trick where I breathe the water because I suspect I'll need more than one breath of air to get out of here. Where would you go then? She asks. Her voice has a hard edge. Like this is not a casual question. Back to Duke's Castle. I'm a hero there. To Windborne to find my sister. Somewhere to disappear. I would like to go to Castle Ingrain, but I don't know if I will be able to infiltrate that place. I mean, she's not really at Castle Ingrain, is she? She's near there. I think I'm gonna go to Castle Ingrain. I mean, I could say Windborne, but I highly doubt she's there. But then again, where did the Thog minions take her? I think I need Egra to help my sister out. To Castle Igraine. To Castle Igraine, you say. Why, she says. There is a woman I seek, you say. She has something of mine. I can take you, she says. There's something in her voice that makes the hair on your arm stand up. There is sadness there, finality. This item, you say urgently. It will allow me to hide from the house. It contains powerful magic. Hiding would be prudent, she says. Yes, you say. I don't want any trouble for you or your kind. Right, that makes it. Why is she sad about that? Finality. That's kind of weird. I mean, the way that her hair stood up, it sounds like she's saying something that is sinister, but apparently there's sadness there. I don't know why that would make her hair stand up, but okay. Rekka is silent. The only sound is the dripping of water, gentle splashing in what you must be puddles surrounding her. Finally, she says, "It is good and wise of you to consider us. However, if the house were to catch you, we may be in peril. You know of their truth-sayers. They would use very effective methods of making you talk. They will not find me. Even if they somehow did, I would not allow them to take me alive. They have sold me to Thog, a fate far worse than death." He is silent. "You know what I can do. I can smite evil better than anyone. Why I slew Argos. I think she's talking about killing Rooster. Yeah, I think she's talking about killing Rooster. Like, if you're dead, it is much better for us. So here we are trying to convince her. Why, a slew Argos, therein an armored succubus named Vesa and 2 hairless demon, you say. That was all you, says Rekka. I assume there was fighting among them. What happened to Krugel's body? Disintegrated, you say. A holy sword loves the taste of sweet wizard blood. But it disintegrated the body if it wanted to taste the blood. Asked Rekka. It is a manner of speaking. Yes, I'm not literally talking about that. Demon's Bane is a practical weapon, and it knows that the best wizard is a disintegrated wizard. Did not disintegrate Darren, and he is a spellcaster, she says, a powerful one, she adds. Must we muddle through all the details, you say? I can go on, you know. For instance, I slew more than 1 halfling. But at the like stump, she could do the most amazing jigs after a pint or two, she says, sadness in her voice. My point is, I can handle myself. You need not worry about anyone finding out you aided me. In fact, I have a very short memory when it comes to those who aided me. She laughs. Your friends must love that about you. It's nice to hear her laugh. It sounds like a merry brook. You know what I mean, you say. I will be friends to river people, merfolk, for the rest of my days. I would like to think that, she says. Although I can smite my enemies, there are 2 things I cannot do. For one, I cannot see in the dark. For another, I cannot swim underwater for long distances without drowning. She laughs again. You wish you could see her. Yeah, this is kind of creepy. With Rekka's help, you helped yourself to the mermaid's treasure hoard. Now, as she's pulling you through the water, she no doubt regrets her generosity. Oh, she's regretting her generosity. She's like, should I just kill him and be done with it? Between the many necklaces around your neck and your cloak being used as a sack of coins, you're certainly an unwieldy burden. It's only when you break the surface of water that you start to truly believe the mermaid isn't simply going to let you go and leave you to sink in the bottom for crayfish fodder. She helps you onto a outcropping in the middle of the river. You're perhaps a half-mile upriver of Ring City. Her walls and towers shining pink in the setting sun. Rekka watches you quietly as you retch water and cough. Notice that as soon as she no longer was touching you, the water in your lungs ceased to be nourishing. Now on the rock, it's just water in your lungs that you desperately want to expel. Finally, you can breathe normally. Smile down on Rekka, who is treading water. You catch a glimpse of scales underneath, something long and undulating. You have a tail, you say? I mean, I saw you had legs before my sword went dark. In the river, yes, I have a tail, she says. On land, I walk as you do. You grin handy. Just then, your attention is pulled away from her semi-floating breast by a flash in the distance. Fire and smoke rise up from the city as rumble carries to you over the river like thunder. Neville's tongue, you whisper. It is starting, she says. What is starting, you say. She shakes her head, her long wet hair billowing out. Rumors of unrest amongst the gods. War. War among the gods, you say? She nods. This is never good for us mortals, you say. As though to strengthen your words, an inhuman roar rises from the distance. Egra, has your contest of gods begun? You say in your mind, as you clutch for a Lathian amulet around your neck. No answer. Kriya knows something, you think. Kriya is the only lead you have now. Although you desperately want to find your sister, you doubt you'd even make the long trek to Windbourne before Thog found you. Okay. Holy Sword not. His servants will take you eventually, probably in your sleep. Say, would you mind taking me a bit further up the river? You say. Rekka presses her lips together. Where? Near Egrain Fortress, you say. Suspect the roads will be safe for me. It is but a short journey to you. Will not be safe for me. It is a short journey to you. Far enough that will not take you with all your... What? Far enough that will not take you with all your... She points at the rows of necklaces around your neck. Extra weight. I'll bury it along the way, you say, smile. I've always wanted to bury treasure, and when you stop, maybe you can warm me up before our journey. You bounce your eyebrows. She gives you a skeptical look, but there is a start of a smile forming on her lovely wet lips. We shall see. Oh boy. I mean, even in this situation, our boy just goes the fuck in. I mean, it doesn't matter how fucking shit the situation is. He is the rogue after all. That is his calling. It's been a while since we actually ended a chapter not with a cliffhanger, not with us getting fucked over and we knowing we're about to get fucked over. This is a simple ending. I quite like this one. So as for this one, this is gonna be shit. Oh, it's not as shit as I was expecting. At 460, nearly cutting Rogue. We got Rogue. I guess the starting choices were great, but yeah, the death did not reduce my points apparently for some reason. Wasn't it supposed to be? I don't know. Maybe you're supposed to, maybe you get points if you have 0 deaths. I don't quite remember, but I have so much morale. That's why mostly where my stuff came from. But we'll see how this chapter goes in the best choices, because there's going to be combat, and we'll see the best choices of combat there are. So I'll see you there. Like and subscribe, by the way. No one likes and subscribe. God damn it.